So right now I'm going to tell you the story about the Irish Dream, and a chapter that's gone on to become known as the Easter Rising of 1916. For it was 6 days that went on to change the course of history, when a group of proud Irish men and women stood tall and fought for the case of liberty. To end centuries of British rule, it was freedom that they did seek. So a rebellion it was born, to prove the Irish spirit was not weak. As Padraig read the proclamation from outside the GPO, and in declaring the Irish as a republic and wanting the entire world to know that the 7 signatories had signed the sacred sheet of paper, as they finally got the wheels in motion, with hopes and dreams that may be dashed, but that could never be broken. They began to share those precious proclamation sheets as the crowds increased throughout Dublin streets. Time wasn't on their side as it speedily began to tick. They flew proudly the flag from Princess Street corner, entitled with the words Irish Republic. History was calling after centuries that they had to wait. So began the strongest rebellion since the year 1798. As the week drew to a close, the mountain proved too high to climb, and so the Irish leaders finally ran out of time. The letter was sent through that they had laid down their arms to save the lives of innocent Irish civilians so that they would not be harmed. So as the group of poets finally laid down their pen, the words would outlive those 16 incredible men. The leaders had no option left but only to surrender, feeling they may have failed their people and that their actions would not be remembered. The British forces led those Irish heroes into an unjust jail, as a soon-to-be widowed bride stood in tears in the chapel of Kilmaine jail. She fell into Joseph's arms quicker than her tears ever could. She faithfully whispered the words, "I do," as Joseph looked into her eyes and confessed of how much he loved her too. A library of knowledge was to be lost that lay beneath Padraig's hat, and all the poetry he had written from in the lonely chair he sat. As they took their last breaths of air on that fateful morning, the sound of gunshots rang in the air. A suspected cause defeated from through the British glare. But the end proved to be just the beginning, as their prayers were finally heard from beyond the grave. In 1922, their country finally took the first steps to being saved. It was all for the hopes of a brighter tomorrow. For independence they did cry. For how could they explain to their children one day and look them in the eye, if they didn't even try? Those 16 men knew that for them the end was nigh. Heroes can't live forever, but legends never die. Their legacies will never die, as they now rest in paradise in their home within the sky.